What is up, everybody? How's it going? My name's Cody.
Not saying it's gonna be easy. You see, the grind, it never really is, but it's not meant to be. It's for us, the motivated, the determined, the ones who are building, gaining, and finding strength and self-reliance. Let's go.
Okay, I just got home from jiu-jitsu, so excuse the fact that I am in the car, but there's something that I spent most of the ride home thinking about, and it's something that I've also been struggling with recently, so I just want to call it out, and I want to chat through it. And it is this notion of just self-doubt and negative self-talk. And you would think, oh, a jiu-jitsu studio, I bet you everyone is getting after it and so just energetic with the forward progress that they're making. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Oftentimes with any sport really, but especially jiu-jitsu, progress is very slow, very tedious, and you find yourself just getting incredibly frustrated because of it. Now, this kind of parallels with other factors in my life, whether it be from coaching a season or from working in my own pursuits at work or my own desires or journey, really, as well as just how I think and talk to myself. I'll be the first to admit that I have not been the strongest self-talk person as of late, and that is something that, as I'm thinking through this, that I definitely need to work on changing and adjusting and being just more full of positive self-talk. Because what we are doing with positive self-talk is we are training our brain to speak good things into our lives, and we're talking to ourselves constantly. So if we start to allow those negative thoughts, those negative feelings to overwhelm our brain and our thought process and say, you know what, you're not good enough, you know what, you don't deserve this, or you'll never be good enough, or just all those negative things that I feel like come out so often, we end up falling into this really negative space in life. And I don't know that I'm so crystals that I would think that we have negative energy, but I do believe that there are feelings and forces that we don't yet understand, and I think there's no way that gravity has a pull on the tides and we are made mostly of water and yet we don't have a pull. So all that aside, I think if we are speaking negativity into our lives, we are going to start manifesting negative actions, negative thoughts, because that's the thought process that we're living in. But if we start speaking positivity into our lives, you know what, you're doing great, you know what, you can do this, and we become our personal best, just like hype man, our biggest cheerleader. If we can do that, that's gonna be how we start finding successes. Now, let's pair that with the process of progress. For the process of progress. Now, it is so easy, it is so easy to lose sight of maybe a vision or a goal or an objective that we're aiming for when progress is really slow, when things aren't quite going as quickly as we want. Maybe we aren't learning a new skill, maybe we aren't able to make our bodies do something specifically in a workout, maybe things are getting a little bit more challenging, maybe we're having to step back and organize our calendar a little bit more effectively. Now, what I was hearing out of these folks today in this negative self-talk, in this manifestation outward of just a defeating attitude, was that they were not physically capable enough. And I would encourage you that when you start speaking those out into the world, if you catch yourself, you have to reframe this and say, you know what, I said this, but that's not true. That's not true at all. You know, I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. I can work out. I can do jiu-jitsu. I can run fast. Whatever these things are. Because the moment we just accept into reality, you know what? That's what it is. we've lost our growth mindset. We've lost our ability to move forward and to say, you know what, I may not be able to do this today, but I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna get better. Because there's just no way that in life we don't have the capacity for growth, for maturity, for healing, and for forward movement. But I'm gonna wrap this up with one more thought process, and it is that if we, and I talk to this a lot, so I'm just gonna be reiterating this, but if we do not have pointed objectives, pointed goals, pointed places that we are trying to go, it is going to make life so much harder. It is going to make that negativity and that negative self-talk pop out time and time again because we don't know what we're aiming for. Now, I have seen this time and time again already in my own life, in just every sphere that I encounter, and it is something that I do truly struggle with often, but I know that if we are able to set an objective, if we are able to point to something that we are going to accomplish, we can set down steps, we can set up how we are going to get there. This is something that one of my friends and I were speaking to recently. Your mountain at the very top is your 10-year goal, and maybe we've got base camps at our 7-year, our 3-year, our 5-year, and our 1-year. But then we need to know what our 90-day road is to get to that first base camp. And we have to know that so well that we can tell others and we can share that and we can point to this. Because once we do that, all of those people that want to follow, want to support, want to encourage and engage and help you get to that base camp, they can get on that bus and they can get there. And if we are not being very calculated in how we do that, we are not going to find success. So my challenge to you today is to get rid of that negative self-talk. If you find yourself saying things that are just negative, that the self-talk is not there, openly and actively challenge and, redefine how you're speaking to yourself. Then I want you to take the opportunity and really sit down, really think about, where is my mountain? Where are my base camps? What is my vision so that I can get everyone on this bus, I can get everyone pointed in the same direction, and I can be incredibly successful. If we do that today, guys, we are going to have such the day, and I am so excited for us. But it all starts with those small steps. I thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your support, for all of the likes, the followings, the comments, the motivation, just everything you do for me. It fills me up. I hope you are having such a wonderful day. It is 7:30 in the morning, and I'm so excited to get after today, and I really hope you are too. But I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.